Kasi yung kanila, pwede pa kasi may discussion pa silang sunod. Tapos saka pa yung kanilang face-to-face. Yang sa atin, sa Lunes na ang face-to-face. Tapos, mm, bahala na sa Lunes. Sa Lunes, kung matapos natin yung maaga ang discussion, diretso tayo ng laboratory. Ano ay di pa prepare na lang din. Ilan nga ang O1? O1 nga ba kayo? Ilan nga po ang O1? 40 o 41?
40 po. 40.
40. Siguro kahit 5 group, kayo nang bahala magbuo ng group na 5. Sige. Bahala nang mangyayari kung tayo makakapag face-to-face laboratory or magfe-fit na lang ulit tayo. Sayang naman. Sana ay makapag face-to-face tayo ng laboratory para meron kayong hands-on experience. Sige. Babat naman ang aking salamin. Saan po tayo natapos ng discussion last meeting? Na-upload ko ang 5.1. Natapos ba natin ang 5.2?
Yes po.
Aero O2. Ay, O1. Okay, natapos natin. So tayo pala ay nakapag 5.3 na. Aero O1, 5.3. Tatapos na din pala tayo. Ano? Pa-confirm po ako kung dito tayo natapos. Okay. Ano nangyari dito? Example 7 na tayo. Wait lang ha. Ba't ang sagot natin dito ay 24.7? So siya ay outface. Ano? Outface siya by 90 degrees. Tama ba? Kasi nung convert natin si cosine, ginawa nating sine, ay may error tayo dito. No? Napansin niya ba to? Hindi niya ba to napansin? Kasi from cosine, gagawin mo siyang sine function para makombine mo sila. Ano? Cosine gagawing sine. So, dapat pala ito, ang gagamitin natin is yung principle that kung kukunin mo si sine function ng cosine omega t, gagawin mong sine. Nasaan yun? Balikan natin para hindi tayo malito. Yan, yung cosine gagawin sine, that is plus 90 degrees. Ano? So from cosine, gagawin natin siyang sine function, dapat siya ay magpa-plus 90. So from 20 cosine omega t, that must be 20 sine omega t plus 90. Ano po? Malinaw ito? Hindi nyo ito napansin last time? Okay, if that's the case, 90 degrees so hindi siya dapat in phase ang atake. Kasi itong formula na ito is formula natin pag in phase, tama ba? Ibig sabihin in phase, wala ka dapat ganito. Kasi 'di ba ano to sa ating form na sine omega t plus 90. What is this 90? This is your angle theta. That is the phase difference between your vectors. So ibig sabihin this is out phase by 90 degrees. And then balikan natin formula ng out phase by 90 degrees, that is the square root of I1 squared plus I2 squared. Tama ba? Okay, so i-resolve natin itong example 6. For example 6, this must be yung I total mo must be the square root of I1 squared plus I2 squared. However, how is that possible? From this, ginawa mo na siyang sign. So this is ano na, 20 sine omega t plus 90. Okay? So if they are outfaced by 90 degrees, if we are going to solve for IT, that must be the square root of 15 squared plus 20 squared. Ilan pong ating I total? Ito ay 25 amperes. If this is 25 amperes, solving for IRMS, that must be 25 over square root of 2. Ilan po ito? 17.677 amperes. Nakuha po ito, yung correction sa example 6. Okay. Nasundan? Sige. Questions. Okay, walang questions, proceed tayo sa example number 7. Say for example daw, you are given 3 loads, unit A, B, and C, connected in parallel. At meron kang currents na 12, 10, and 15 amperes respectively. Assuming IA to be the reference phasor, si IA daw ang ating reference, and IB leads IA by 30 degrees, and IC lags behind IA by 65 degrees. Calculate the total current. So, paano pong gagawin mo? Una muna, you graph your phasor diagram. Ano sabi sa atin? Siya na ulan. Putik na naman sa keyboard. Reference phasor daw natin ay si IA. Ibig sabihin, si IA pala lies in phase with your this axis. Ibig sabihin, 0 degrees, no? This is your IA. And then from IA, being the reference, si IB daw leads IA by 30 degrees. Ibig sabihin, leading daw siya with reference to IA by 30 degrees. So, somewhere here. Masyadong mataas. Siguro mga dito, 30 degrees. Ito daw si IB. So, ito daw ay 30 degrees. And then IC lags behind IA by 65 degrees. Si IC naman lags behind IA ng 65. So, somewhere here. From there to there, yan ay 65 degrees. So, ito daw si IC. Binigay sa atin ang magnitude. Si IA daw ay 12 amperes. Binigay sa atin ang IB at 10. And then si IC at 15. Now, ang sabi sa atin is to calculate the total current. O how do we solve the total current given 3 vectors? Paano natin yung kukunin? Alin ang apply natin? Ilan po itong outpace? So this is under ito, sum of more than 2 outphase alternating waves. Tama ba? So ito palang
Yes,
ating gagamitin. Kailangan muna nating kuhanin the summation of your horizontal components and then the summation of your vertical components. And then saka natin i-apply itong ating formula that IT is equal to the square root of your horizontal components squared plus vertical components squared. Okay? O ano daw yung ating formula? To solve for IT, kailangan daw namin is the summation of our horizontal components squared plus the summation of our vertical components squared. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mo nating isolve ano ba yung summation of horizontal components natin, what is the summation of our vertical components. Okay, solving for the horizontal components first. Summation of horizontal components is equal to, anong sabi sa atin doon sa formula? Yun daw, IA which is in phase as your reference plus si IB cosine ng kanyang theta B plus si IC cosine ng theta C. If we're going to substitute, IA is in phase, that is only 12. No, kasi yung bar angle niyan is naka 0 degrees. Tama ba? Dapat
Yes po.
naka 0 degrees plus IB natin by magnitude is 10. And then you get the cosine of 30 degrees. Plus IC natin is 15. Then you get cosine of negative 65 degrees. O ilan daw po ang summation natin ng horizontal components? $5.1057, 26.9995. O paki-store po ako nito sa A. Okay, ano naman gagawin natin? We solve for the vertical components. Solving for the vertical components, alin lang ang involved sa vertical components?
IB at IC po.
Si IB at si IC lamang. Kasi si IA naman is in phase to your so alin lang involved? Si IB, anong gagamitin? Sine or cosine? This must be sine of our theta B plus IC sine of your theta C. Substituting, that is only 10 sine of 30 plus 15 sine of negative 65. O ilan po ang ating vertical components? Negative 8.5946. O, paki-store po ako nito sa B. Para kung kukunin natin ito, that is just ang sumulat. The square root of A squared plus B squared. O, ano po ang ating total current? 28.3345. Okay? So this is our final answer. Nakuha po? Questions? May questions dito? That is just the magnitude. No, magnitude ng total current. Paano po kung ipinakuha sa iyo, what is the total current in vector form? Ibig sabihin, in the form R, bar angle, theta. So, vector form, ibig sabihin your magnitude with its direction. O kung paano naman kukuhanin yan? Ano pong gagawin mo? At complex form, how can we solve for the value of I total? That is just what? Naalala itong I1 plus I2 bar angle theta 2. So itong iyong I1, since siya ay naka in phase, ibig sabihin siya ay naka bar angle 0 degrees. And then plus I3 bar angle theta 3. But in this case, ang given natin is si IA, IB, and IC. So, i-consider na lang natin si I1 as IA, I2 is IB, and I3 is IC. If we're going to substitute, I1 natin is 12, bar angle 0 degrees, plus 10, bar angle 30 degrees, plus 15, bar angles negative 65 degrees. O, ilan po ang lumabas na current? Dapat equal lamang sila in magnitude, magkakaroon ka lamang ng direction. Ilan po ito? Paki-input po sa calcu. Iba ba ang lumabas?
Same lang po, sir.
Bali, ano ang kanyang magnitude? Ano ang lumabas na sagot? Final answer. O, ang magnitude ay 28.3325 and 3345 bar angle negative 17.6576. Nakuha po ito. So, ibig sabihin, yan palang iyong total current is somewhere nasaan? Nasaan kaya yan banda? Negative 17. Yun ay somewhere here. 28. So, ito si ay total. Nakuha po? Questions. For example, number 7. Bakas ng ulan. That ends our discussion for module 5.3. Ano? So, patry po ako nitong sit work. Pakisagutan. Kaya ba ito ng 20 minutes? Kaya? Cry. Ilan po ang gusto? 30 minutes? Sige, 30 minutes. Kung 30 minutes, balik tayo ng 4:03. Tama ba? Hindi, 20 lang yun. 4:13? Ay, oo, 4:13. Tama ba?
Yes po.
Sige. Ang haba naman ng 30 minutes. Sige. So, before we proceed to our next discussion. Okay po. Sino po ang nagsagot? Pakisend po sa GC ang mga sagot. Sino po ang nagsagot? Pakisend po sa GC ng sagot. Application lang ito ang ating discussion. Alin lang medyo iba yung number 3. May nakapag-solve ba ng number 3? Yung number 3 kasi application ng inyong knowledge sa physics that your voltage is actually equal given the number of terms. Your voltage is actually equal to N dphi over dt. So, pwedeng i-apply yun kung nare-recall. Pero kung hindi, at least nasagutan ang 1 and 2. Sino ang nag-send sa GC? How about the others? Si Nicole lang ang nagsagot? Yan. So for number 1, ang magpe-present at magpe-present ng solution ay si Engineer Nicole, and sa number 2 ay si Engineer Vince.
Good afternoon po. Permission to share my screen po.
Yes po, go ahead.
Yan, hello po. Kita po yung screen ko po.
Yes po.
So, sa number 1 po, sinulat ko po muna yung given, which is yung frequency po ay 60 Hz. Tapos po, kinonvert ko po siya into rads po. So, ang ginawa ko po is omega is equals to 2 pi tas frequency po, which is yung 60. Kaya po nakakuha po ako ng 120 pi rad per seconds po. Tapos po, ang sunod po na given is yung Imax, which is 6.5A. Tapos po, inassume ko po na ang wave po ay nagpapas po through zero in a positive direction po. Kaya po, ang nakuha ko pong equation ay yung ano ba 'to, yung para pang derivative po ng I is equals to, with respect to t is equals to I max sin omega time po. So, sa A po ang given time is 0.0035 seconds po. Tapos po, ginawa ko po muna ay ito pong nasa loob po, yun po muna yung sinimplify ko. Tapos po, ang nakuha ko po dun ay Yung pong 6.5 po ay tinimes ko po sa sin 120 pi times 0.0035 po. Tas yun po yung na kinalabasan po, ito po yung result. Tapos po ang sunod naman po ay sa letter B po. Yung given time naman po is 0.01153 seconds. Tas yun nga po, yung omega time ko po is 120 pi times 0.01153 po. Tapos po, sinubstitute ko po ulit din po sa formula po na na na-derive ko po. Tas po, ito po ang sagot, negative 6.0702 amperes po. Yun po. Yun po. Thank you po.
Naku, nakamute pala ako. Yan, kanina pa ako na-MX. Ang tanong ko lang po ay yun pong 6.5 sin 120 pi times 0.0035. Paki-re-input po sa CalQ kasi ang nalabas po sa akin ay Mga 0.0035. Nalabas po ay 0.1496. Paki-input nga po ulit. 6.5 sin 120 pi times 0.0035. Pero yun pong final answers na 6.29 and negative 6 is actually malapit doon sa ating desired answer. Ang tanong ko lang ay, bakit pag in-input yun, iba ang nalabas na sagot? Ano po ang kulang dito?
Sir, yun po yung sagot po na lumabas din po nung in-input ko po dito, 6.29579 po. Wala po kasi akong hawak na cycle sa photowatt po ako nag-type po.
Sige po, sino po yung nag-raise hand?
Sir, feeling ko po, kaya po magkaiba, hindi po naka-radian yung sa inyo po.
Hindi
Yung sa mode po, naka-radian po yata.
125. Naka-radian siya, kung siya ay naka-radian. Kasi actually, yung ating omega is equivalent to 2 pi f. Ano? Yung ating omega is equivalent to 2 pi f. So doon ang galing. Naka 120 pi na. Yung 2 pi f. Okay, so 60 din naman nga pala ang ginamit niya na sige. Do you get the same answer? Yung iba po yung nag-try? Okay, so tama yung assumption that walang binigay na frequency since we are residing in the Philippines. You use 60 Hz frequency. Ano? Sige. Okay po. Do you get the same answer? Sige po, paki-present po ng example number 2. Ay, yung seatwork number 2.
Good afternoon po, sir. Kita na po. Kita po ba sa screen?
Yes po.
Bale sa ano po, sa to po ay direct substitution lang po ng mga values po yung gagawin.
Okay.
Tas, nag-derive lang po dun sa hinahanap na IMAX po. Tapos nakaupo siya dun sa RMS equals IMAX over square root of 2 po. So, tas yun po. IRMS equals BRMS over resistance na given naman po parehas. So 120 over 50 po is 2.4. Then yun po yung gagamitin para makuha yung IMAX po. Na ang formula nga po ay na-derive po dun sa RMS equals IMAX over square root of 2. Which will result to 3.3941 ampere po.
Okay. Do you get the same answer? Application lang that your RMS is actually equal to what? Your RMS is equivalent to maximum value over the square root of 2. Sige. How about the others? Do you get the same answer? Sino pang ibang nagsagot ng number 3? Wala. So may sagot dito si Nicole. So in-apply niya yung voltage is equal to the number of turns multiplied by dphi over dt. Then you get the change in flux, convert it into Webers. Okay. Then you get an approximate value of 4.6 volts. Sige. May questions pa sa discussions? May questions? Wala. If walang questions, we will be proceeding to the next module, which is module 6. Pero, sige po, for module 6, we will be discussing power, conductance, admittance, and susceptance. Ano po? So, unahin natin is power. For our intended learning outcomes, we are expecting you to define power factor. Second is to compute real power, apparent power, and reactive power. And then to learn formula for susceptance, conductance, and admittance. Okay, it is customary to refer to an AC load by using the term volt amperes in systems involving considerable loads, representing the product of volts and amperes. It is a measure of such operational factors as current carrying capacity of wires, heating effect in electrical equipment, ratings of machines, and others. Okay. Initially, doon sa ating DC, ano po ang formula natin ng power? Ano pong formula natin ng power? Sa DC. Ano po? So power is VI. And that automatically is measured in watts. Pero pagdating po sa AC, meron tayong consideration. Yun po yung tinatawag nating power factor. Ano po? Unlike the situations that exist in DC power where power and volt amperes are identical, power in AC system can have any number of values from 0 to VI. Diyan po papasok yung ating power factor which is actually equal to cosine theta. That term indicates the extent to which volt amperes become P in watts. Kasi in DC, alam nga natin that power is just VI. And this VI is, this voltage is measured in volts, current is measured in amperes. But that is actually equivalent to watts na already. Tama ba? But in AC, ano po, pagdating sa AC, meron na tayong consideration ng ating power factor. Kaya ang ating formula ng power pagdating sa AC is VI cosine theta. Wherein si theta is the angle between these parameters. Okay po? And that cosine theta daw is actually equal to your power factor. So, pwede nating i-represent that P is equal to VI power factor. So, saka pa lang po siya magiging watts. Kasi pagdating sa AC, ang VI mo is just equal to your apparent power, si S. Kaya po, magkaiba ang kanilang tawag dito. Yan, you are going to consider the power factor if you're going to solve for the real power P. Pagka po apparent power is, that is your VI. Kaya siya ay measured in volt amperes. Nasundan po yun? Okay. Power factor is an expression of energy efficiency. It is usually expressed as a percentage, and the lower the percentage, the less efficient power usage is. So dito po sa atin, ang atin pong ideal power factor is 1. No? And that 1 is, tawag natin is unity power factor. So that is our aim, to attain unity power factor. So dito po sa basic EE, meron tayong unity. Unlike sa Philippines na nagkawatak-watak na ang unity. Okay. So dito sa pag pinag-usapan natin is power factor, pagliit daw ng percentage, ibig sabihin pagbaba ng efficiency ng power usage. Kaya nga dito sa atin sa Philippines, our target is minimum of PF is at least 80% or 0.80 power factor. Ang approach natin, ang ating target is laging unity power factor. So pagtaas, paglapit sa 1 ang value, pagganda ng power usage. Naintindihan po? Okay, power factor is the ratio of the working power measured in kilowatts to the apparent power. So dito po sa AC, bukod sa real power P, di ba sa DC alam lang natin ang power is P. Pagdating dito kasi sa AC, meron tayong P, Q, and S. Wherein si P is the real power and si Q is the reactive power. And then si S, I see apparent power. Sabi natin that the power factor daw is the ratio of your working power over the apparent power. So si PF pala is equal to P over S. Kasi bakit? Ano ba yung equivalent natin ng value ng P? That is VI cosine theta. What is our S? That is VI. So cancel. PF natin is cosine theta. Naintindihan po? Nasundan ito? Okay. Apparent power, also known as demand, is the measure of the amount of power used to run machinery and measure of the amount of power used to run during a certain period. It is found by multiplying V and A. So that is measured in kVA. Ano po? Si power is in watts. si Q or si reactive power is in VAR and si apparent power is in VA. Power factor is an expression ulit-ulit. So types of power factor, yung sinasabi ko kanina. Yung target natin is unity power factor or power factor is equal to 1. Ibig sabihin, the voltage and current are in phase. Pag in phase, ibig sabihin, resistive loads. Naalala niyo yung ating graph? Yung pinakita ko sa inyo? Pag resistive loads, yung iyong current is in phase with your voltage. Walang phase difference, walang angle between them, so they are in phase. Tawag na ating natin dyan ang unity power factor. Pagka naman laging power factor, ibig sabihin the current lags the voltage by an acute angle theta. Ibig sabihin, si current ay nahuhuli with respect to voltage. That is called an inductive load. Okay? Pag naman leading power factor, the current leads the voltage by an acute angle theta. Or ibig sabihin, that is a capacitive load. Anong familiar na naalala yung sinasabi ko leading and lagging? Ibig sabihin that current lags the voltage, your current ay behind the voltage. Ano? Ang reference natin is the voltage. Pag sinabing current leads the voltage, that is ano yun? Mas advanced doon sa iyong voltage. Leading power factor. O kailan daw nagkakaroon ng zero power factor? If the voltage and the current are out of phase by exactly 90 degrees. No, so that is actually the ideal inductor and ideal capacitors. Yan. So yan po ang different formulas ng ating real power, reactive power, and apparent power. Real power represented by P, gaya ng sabi ko, VI cosine theta. Since si cosine theta, alam natin, is equivalent also to PF, pwedeng i-write as VI power factor. So kung given ka naman ng resistance, pwede ding makuha ang power at V squared over R and I squared R. If you're going to get the relationship between PS and Q, P is actually equivalent to the square root of S squared minus Q squared. Kapag reactive power naman, o si Q, this is measured in VAR. VI sin theta naman. Kung given ka naman ng halimbawa, sinabing X, this X kasi is your reactance. Ano? Kasi 'di ba dito pagka power we have the resistance. Sa reactive power may tinatawag po tayong reactance. Ano pagka reactance, kung kukunin mo ang X, say for example, given ka ng ang capacitive load at saka ng inductive load, that is actually equal to XL minus XC. Kung maalala nyo yung ating discussion ng complex form, yun pong ating impedance. Ito naman si impedance. This is written as yung ating complex form. Z is equal to R plus JX. Ano ibig sabihin? Si Z naman dito is what we call the impedance. O kung kukunin lang naman si reactance, that is XL minus XC. Wherein si XL is your reactance with respect to your inductor. That is equivalent to omega L, or simply, sabi ko nga sa inyo, omega is equal to what? 2 pi F. So, pwedeng XL is equivalent to 2 pi FL. And then yung si XC naman, kung kukunin mo siya, that is 1 over omega C. Kung 1 over omega C yan, pwede mo isulat as 1 over 2 pi FC. Naintindihan po? Okay, so kung given ka ng capacitance and ng inductance, makukuha mo ang kanilang respective reactance. And then total reactance is just the difference between the two. And then makukuha mo itong reactance X, makukuha mo ang iyong reactive power through V squared over X. Kung siya naman ay current ang given, makukuha mo at I squared X. Kukunin ang relationship, Q is equal to the square root of S squared minus V squared. Naintindihan po? O, kung sa real power ay may resistance, sa reactive power ay may reactance, dito nga po sa apparent power ay may impedance. So that is the combination of your resistive loads, capacitive loads, and then your inductive loads. Kaya nga po yan ay nire-write as this. Pwedeng sabihin that Z is equal also to R plus J XL minus XC. Nakuha po? Now, kung ganyan ang iyong circuit, meron ka ng equivalent impedance, pwede mo palang makuha ang apparent power by V squared over impedance. Pwede din as I squared times impedance. So this is actually the relationship between the three. That your apparent power is equal to the square root of your real power squared plus reactive power squared. Naintindihan po? Maintindihan mamaya kung saan yan nanggaling sa ating power triangle. O, nakuha po ito? Paki-screenshot. Ito po ang ating mga formula. Paki-screenshot po ito. Okay. Kung sinabing real power represented by P, it is also known as the true or the active power performing the real work within an electrical circuit. Real power measured in watts defines the power consumed by the resistive part of a circuit. Then real power in AC is the same as power in a DC circuit. As resistances do not produce any phase or difference or phase shift, kasi pansin nyo yung ating real power P or yung ating resistive loads, sabi ko sa inyo walang phase shift, yung ating current is in phase with your voltage. All the useful power is delivered directly to the resistance and converted to heat, light, and work. Then the power consumed by a resistance is real power, which is fundamentally the circuit average power. Pag sinabi namang reactive power, it is sometimes called as the wattless power. It is the power consumed in an AC circuit that does not perform any useful work. Ibig sabihin, sa yung mga losses, mga tapon. But bakit natin kino-consider? Because it has a big effect pa din when it comes to your phase shift between your voltage and current waveforms. It is linked to the reactance produced by inductors and capacitors and counteracts the effects of real power. Unlike real power, which does all the work, reactive power takes power away from a circuit due to the creation and reduction of both inductive magnetic fields and capacitive electrostatic fields, thereby making it harder for the true power to supply power directly to a circuit or load. So, reactive power po ang nagpapapangit ng ating supply ng power. Pag sinabi namang apparent power, there is a mathematical relationship between real power and the reactive power. Kasi actually, itong ating S is equal to your real power plus the imaginary part of your reactive power. No, so, ganyan po yun. Maalala nyo yung ating complex number. So, dyan po nakapattern ang ating apparent power. Kasi bakit? Alin lang ba yung sabi nating useful? The real power. Yun lang yung nagagamit na papakinabangan. Itong ating Q, yan po ay hindi natin napapakinabangan. Yan ay natatapon. Yan po yung losses. But still, kailangan nating i-consider yung imaginary part na yan kasi hindi mabubuo yung ating apparent power without doon sa tapon. Kasi for example, Ito'y isang beer. Ano? Yung beer na iyan, ito'y bula-bula. O yan buong yan po ay si S. Ito lamang si P at itong mga bula-bulang ito na hindi naman napapakinabangan at naawas lang at natatapon, yan po ang iyong Q. Naintindihan? Yung total power mo, lahat yun is the apparent power. Yung napakinabangan natin lang is the real power. And then lahat ng tapon is your reactive power. Naintindihan po ang relationship between the three? Yan. Kaya ang tawag sa kanya nga is the complex power. Kasi makikita nyo, pattern sa ating complex number system. The product of the RMS voltage applied to an AC circuit and the RMS current flowing into that circuit is called the volt-ampere product. Given the symbols S and the magnitude is known generally as apparent power. This complex power is not equal to the algebraic sum of the real and reactive powers added together. But it is instead the vector sum of P and Q given in volt amps. Or it is the complex power daw that is represented by the power triangle. Nasaan ba ang power triangle? So ito po yan. Mapapansin nyo, sa ating power triangle, your base is your true power or the reactive, the reactive. Your true power or the real power. And then yung iyong height is the reactive power. And then, mapapansin nyo, yung iyong hypotenuse is the apparent power. O from this power triangle, ano ang pwede nating i-apply na theorem to get each values? Ano pong theorem ang ina-apply natin dito?
Sa katawan.
Pythagorean po ba?
Okay, that is Pythagorean theorem. So kung kukunin natin yung value ng ating S, no? That is actually S squared is equal to P squared plus Q squared. So dyan po nanggaling yung ating formula that S is equal to the square root of P squared plus Q squared. Okay po? So anong mga manifestations niyan? Yung iyong, since ito nga yung ating sabi ko sa inyo kanina, this is actually positive, negative, plus or minus JQ. Now, pagka po naging positive ang iyong Q, ibig sabihin noon that your load is an inductive load. Pag negative, ibig sabihin siya ay capacitive. So again, power factor is P over S or just cosine theta. Naintindihan po ang power triangle? So saan ang galing yun? Di ba ito yung ating angle theta? Applying SOHCAHTOA, kung kukunin mo daw ang iyong angle here, anong mga dapat mo i-consider? Di ba kung kukunin mo ang cosine of theta, that is actually the adjacent side over hypotenuse. Cosine theta is equal to what? What is the adjacent side? Your real power P. And then what is your hypotenuse? Si apparent power S. Alam mo that P is equivalent to VI cosine theta and si S is equivalent to VI. So this would be cancelled. Cosine theta, cosine theta. Nakita po? Nag-equal sila? Okay. So yan pong formula natin. Tatandaan ang power triangle para kahit malimutan ang formula, kayang i-derive. Naintindihan po? Okay. Power triangle can be, you can get your apparent power by voltage conjugate and current conjugate. So paano po yun nagwo-work? Naaalala ang conjugate? You just, anong ginagawa mo lang? Pinapalitan mo lamang ang algebraic sign. Tama? So, kung kukunin mo yung voltage conjugate, si voltage E or V ang iyong conjugate, ano po ang consideration mo? That your Q, pag positive ang Q, your power factor is leading. Pag negative naman ang Q, your power factor is lagging. Kung mag-current conjugate ka naman, ang kailangan mong i-consider na magli-leading lamang siya pag negative ang iyong Q. And then pag positive, that is lagging. Naintindihan po? O, tatandaan po yun ha. Saka lang siya leading na positive ang Q pagka ang ginamit mo ay voltage conjugate. If you use current conjugate, dapat siya ay leading pag negative ang Q. Okay, for a power triangle ng RL circuit, so same lamang naman. No, pag sinabing RL, ibig sabihin combination ng resistance and inductance. Pag naman RC, ibig sabihin ang katandem mo ay capacitor, same lamang din ang formula. O, paano daw pagka inductive load RL? Ibig sabihin, may component ka ng P1 and P2. Your PT is just the sum of P1 and P2 as well as QT. That is just Q1 plus Q2. Kung kunin ang total apparent power, di-apply mo ang Pythagorean theorem. That is the square root of PT squared plus QT squared. Since you have PT and ST, yun din ang gagamitin mo to solve for the power factor. Yung total power and total real power and total apparent power. O pag RL circuit, ganun din. PT is just the sum of P1 and P2. QT is just the sum of Q1 and Q2. And then you apply Pythagorean theorem to solve for ST. O pag inductive load RL naman, your power factor is P over S. O yan, sin theta is equal to Q over S daw. Paano yun nangyari? Ano ba si Q? Di ba si Q is equivalent to VI sin theta. Naalala? And then si SI, VI. Cancel natin ay si sin theta. Cosine theta natin is also P over S pa din. Yan. So, ganun pa din naman ang ating let's try to solve example number 1. You are given an AC circuit load rated at 160 kVA at a lagging power factor of 0.75. Determine the real and reactive power. So, anong binigay sa iyo? Listahin ang given. Ang binigay sa iyo, ano itong 160 kVA? That is your
Reactant.
ano po ito? Measured in kVA. Ano po ang tawag dito? This is your
Apparent power po.
apparent power. So, S is equal to 160 kVA or 160 times 10 raised to 3 VA. Then, binigyan ka din ng power factor at 0.75. So, mababa. 0.75. Pinapakuha sa iyo ang real power at saka ang reactive power. Well, how do you get the value of P and Q? Solving for P, alam mo ang formula is what? What is the formula to get P? Ano po? Diba this is just VI cosine theta. However, do you have value of V? You have the value of I. Wala. Pero alam mo that VI is just equivalent to what? VI is just equivalent to ano po? That is just equivalent to S. Therefore, pwede natin palang makuha si P at S cosine theta. Alam din natin that cosine theta is equivalent also to what? To PM. So, pwede na pala nating i-direct substitution. This is 160 kilo times 0.75. Ilan pong iyong real power? This is 120 kilowatts. Sige, hanggang dito muna tayo since 5 p.m. na. Nakuha ba? Sige po. Walang questions, you may now leave the meet. Your attendance kukunin ko sa aking